Welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about Appare Ranman episode 2. So like always, let's just jump into it. So right off the bat, I gotta say, I loved this episode a lot more than I did the previous episode, just because everything we got from Appare and Kosame, and even the introduction of the new characters, Jing and Dylan, I loved all of them, and that's the reason why I'm liking this anime so much, just because of the characters. Because I gotta tell you, I have zero interest in cars, so I'm not like a big racing person. I saw Initial D like 15 years ago, but I never finished it because to me that racing anime stuff is not for me. It's not my genre of anime. But this one, I just love the characters and I'm all in because of that, right? I'm pretty sure the race is going to be amazing and everything that's going to be involved in that is going to be amazing. But this episode, I 100% absolutely loved because we see, right? My favorite part of this episode was literally when Appare called out Jin, right? The female character that we met. She was racing, and because Appare is just curious about all the cars, and he was trying to search for a light so he can see how the cars work, he pretty much caused an accident, and Jing broke the car and she thought she was gonna get fired because that's what she loves. She loves what she does, right? She works with the team, she helps the team, but she's not a racer, During this time in the West, there was a lot of prejudice. And one of the things was, women can't really race. They're not meant to race. They can be in the passenger seat. Wrong type of thinking, but that's the way they thought back then. And we see Appare call her out on it. You know what I mean? He's like, why are you letting other people decide what you can and can't do, right? And it was kind of like, hypocritical because while she was, people were telling her like, you can't really race as a woman, you would think she would know how that feels, telling somebody that they can't do anything. And she goes around and tells Appare, oh, you can't just build a car, you know what I mean? If you could do it, everybody would do it, right? It's impossible to do. And again, Appare called her out again, saying, what you think is impossible and what's actually impossible are two totally different things. And that's why I love the character Appare. Now, he has his flaws, right? Because we see that he being in the West, he's got family out in Japan and he really doesn't, he doesn't seem to be worried about them. But Kosame, on the other hand, he's got a fiance, he really wants to go back, and he's really worried about being in the West because, come on, everything he owns, everything that he lived for, is back in Japan, back in his home country, and he's trying to get back. And we even see Appare saying like, why would you want to go back? You really want to go back? You want to work 10 years to go back? If you really want to go back, you're going to have to race. You're going to have to race. That way, we can make the money, which it was like $1.5 million. And I'm guessing that's plenty of money to not only go back, but live a very, very comfortable life for generations, I'm sure. Especially with how much the dollar would be worth back then. So I just gotta say, this anime, I'm definitely loving it. Tower of God is still my number one, but just the characters in here are just all amazing. I can't wait to see how Appare is gonna build his car and pretty much win the race, because if he doesn't win, I'm gonna be really surprised, okay? I'm on Appare's team 100%. Now, remember on the first episode, we met another character that was inside the car with Kosame and Appare. His name was Hototo. I think that's how you say it. But he's like an Indian kid and he's searching for somebody. We don't know what that is. And we kind of got to see a little fight break out. And what was really interesting was that somebody pulled out a gun and Kosame kind of went into like a PTSD or something. And we see that an older person hugged them and then blood spattered. So I wonder what was all that about. Again, the character building in this anime is really great. So I'm excited to see the future of the anime. And on top of that, one little thing that, Ying mentioned right before, they were talking about creating a car and all that is that, when you have to travel from LA all the way to New York, right? Your car has to be able to do a lot of things. It has to be able to drive off road. And if it breaks down in the middle of the road, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? How are you going to fix it? And I'm pretty sure Appare is not going to struggle with any of that, okay? I'm sure the car is going to break down. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to have a moment where their car is going to break down. And they're going to have to fix it. Appare is not going to struggle with that whatsoever. In fact, we know his skills are so good that the car that, he broke kind of by accident, when he fixed it in one night, it was breaking records. So I can't wait to see what kind of car he's gonna build and the possibilities that's gonna happen, because we know that outlaws can possibly get involved and attack the racers, and how are you gonna survive? And again, we see that Kosame, he's a very skilled fighter, unless you have a gun. You know, he's probably gonna have to overcome that, you know, that fear of the gun or something, because he has some serious PTSD when he's literally just stopped dead in his tracks because he saw the gun, okay? So we're gonna see some action. We know he can fight. He's gonna be the fighter of the group. I can't wait to see more of Hototo and what he's gonna bring to the team. And I hope that we get Ying back, okay? Because we see that she has to fight for her dreams. If she wants to be a racer, she has to make her own path. And I can't wait to see all those character developments evolve. So, like always, let me know what you thought of this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.